Looks like you lost another one.
Who do the shit that I do?
Hey you guys, in today's video we will be doing this look and I absolutely adore this look. It's so pretty. I always love to do these kind of cut creases with Colourpop products because they're so good. So this is a whole Colourpop eye and everything like that. So if you want to see how I got this look, just keep on watching. So first we'll be taking these Essence eyeshadow bases. This is the regular one and the color intensifying one. I'm using the color intensifying one just to make sure the colors pop just a little bit more, but the original one has more coverage and I'm just using that with a beauty blender to blend out my lid. And if you're new here, these are my holy grail. You can get them at Ulta or CVS for like $3.49, I believe. They work amazing. So I'm going to be using my Colourpop Build Your Own palette. This is the shade Piece of Cake, and we're going to pop that right into the socket. I'm just going to build up the color, not really worry about blending right now because we will blend with other colors because I feel like these eyeshadows do that very well. They blend better with other shadows than blending them out themselves, but you're just going to pretty much follow your socket and wing it out at the end. I do have one of these e.l.f. tapes on to help me with fallout. The next shade is Lost and Found, and this is what we're going to be blending out Piece of Cake with. I'm just really taking it on the edge. And I didn't have to dip into the shadow more than once. So these are really pigmented, but they do not have a lot of fallout at that. So just work it onto the edges of that color and we will be ready for the next color. The next color we're going to go in with is this pretty pink. This is so pretty. It's called Flower Boy and we're going to use this as our transition shade. So we're just going to blend that on top of Lost and Found. So basically it looks so messy. It looks like I'm not like doing any precision because I'm not. So we're really just using that tape to make sure that we don't go too far down. And we are going to be using the original Essence eyeshadow base and cutting the crease. I honestly, to do cut creases, I say keep practicing. You don't have to cut it freehand like this. In my old videos, I used to look up and look around after I put the concealer on my lid, and that's where I put my cut crease. But I didn't want my cut crease going so high and I wanted it kind of more so winged out. So that's what I did for that. Okay, and then next we're going with Makeup Fixer from Pixie and the Sigma brush, and we're going to go in with the shade Subdue. This is so pretty. It's such a girly color. It's like this lilac lavender type of color and I'm obsessed with it. I'm going to link all of everything down below so you can make sure you get it. So we're going to take this and put it right up next to the cut crease. I'm sorry I sound weird right now because I can't stop sneezing, honestly. And now we are taking this is Piece of Cake. We're taking Piece of Cake again and we are putting it right below where we put Subdue. So we're kind of making a gradient on the lid cut crease area from top to bottom. So it's basically, it looks like it's like intricate and in detail and kind of difficult, but honestly it's not as difficult because these eyeshadows blend into each other. And now you guys, I'm taking Glass Ball, which is Glass Ball is one of those. But this is a dupe for Urban Decay's Solstice eyeshadow, like literally point blank. That was my favorite eyeshadow growing up and literally I could not ever stop using it. So here you go. And we're putting it right along the lash line and I kind of blended out my finger a little bit. And now we're taking this glitter glue in my brand, Hidden Jewels Cosmetics. We are taking the shade Jewel for my birthday collection. These are $6 each. You can get the Originals collection for 40 bucks, which is 10 glitters. Then you can get the birthday collection for 25 bucks, which is 5 glitters. We are taking that glitter primer, popping it on, and then popping on some glitter with our finger. I did not put any of the chunks on my eye this time. I just used fine glitter out of this color. And now we're taking my chewed up ABH primer. No, this is the liquid liner. We're taking that my dog chewed up. She did not get in her mouth. She just chewed up the packaging. And we're going to create a wing. And then we're going to peel off this tape. and it's gonna be aesthetically pleasing, and it's like perfect crisp line, and literally that's why I love these tapes, and they are not really harsh on the skin. So this eyeliner is very black, by the way. It's very matte too, but look at that. Oh goodness, so satisfying. And then we're taking the SUPERSHOCK cheek highlighter, which is in the shade Scrumptious, and we are going to apply that to the brow bone. Then Joa sent me over some goodies, and we coming out of quarantine looking like this right here. I'm just playing, y'all. But we're taking the Pore Deactivator Primer, which I love their primers. I'm sorry, I hit the microphone. And we are going to apply that to my face. Their primers are like, they feel like silicone, but they're not as slippery, and literally every single foundation I put on top of any of these primers work amazing. Guys, I have went through so many of these when I first started makeup. This was my holy grail foundation. This is Maybelline Matte and Poreless shade 228. I'm using the beauty blender, and I'm gonna dab it on my skin. I really wish that they would make this with a pump. Like, that's the only downside about it. So we're gonna put this on, and I was still impressed by this foundation, and the shade match is awesome. Like, I cannot get over how good this foundation is, and I understand why I was like raving about it for so long. Like, literally 2 or 3 years, that's all I would use. Like, no doubt. Now for concealer, we're using Maybelline as well. It's like a Maybelline base type of day. We're using the shade 20 in the Super Stay concealer. I don't like the foundation, y'all. Like, I really wanted to like the foundation, but it really, I don't know. It's just, but I really do love the concealer. It's really full coverage, and it stays all day, and it brightens. This shade for me brightens. And for setting powder, we're taking the Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade medium. I really like this powder. It's probably one of the best powders that I have in my collection. I wish that they had a shade that was lighter but not pink toned. That's my issue, is the shade range, because I really wish they had like a banana shade. Like, literally, it would be perfect. And of course, you know, I always take whatever's left on the brush and put it on my lash line just to make it simple and easy, because honestly, I suck at doing my lower lash line. So I'm taking this brush, popping that color on that was on there, and then popping whatever was on here to blend it out. So that's an easy way to make it look like you did something. For mascara, today we are using the Laura Mercier Caviar Mascara, which I love this mascara for my bottom lashes. Like, I swear you can get the most wispy lashes with this mascara. It does well on top lashes too, but I really love it on my bottom lashes. Bronzer, today we're taking the Hoola Original Bronzer. I wanted something that kind of on the cooler side because caramel is really warm. So I wanted something more neutral, so we're using this today. I love the caramel one though, it's my favorite. And you guys, I feel so bad for even using this in this video. This is like, I didn't know this was that expensive. This is a Burberry Rose Gold highlighter. I mean, I should have known it was expensive, but I didn't know it was like $58 or $68. I think it's $68. But if you got the money, this is like one of my favorite highlighters. I savor every single time I use this. I savor it. So now we're using my favorite Buxom no, that's the bronzer. It's the Buxom blushes. They're primer infused blushes. This is this shade Seychelles. It has that really like cool toned plummy undertone, so I really love this shade. I use it all the time. For lip liner, we're using the NYX Lip Suede pencils. These are a matte lip liner. This is shade Brooklyn Thorn. It's like a plummy color, and you guys know how I love my plums. So I really love this color. This is like one of my go-to shades, and I needed a lip liner to be able to use lipsticks this color. So that is what I got this for, honestly. They're like $4. They're like one of my favorite lip liner formulas. And now we're going with Mont Blanc. I don't know. It's from Kylie, and it looks pinker on the camera, but in real life it's like a mauve tone. So this lip finished the look off with a bang, I swear, you guys. So this is the finished look. Thank you guys so much for coming to watch. Let me know in the comments down below if you tried any of these products, what you think of them, if you're going to purchase any of these products. I always list everything down below, so definitely check that out. And I will see you in my next video.